And we hear there was a dodgeball game.
Yeah.
What was your role in this game?
I mean, I had to explain the rules, so that was my first job. But after I got done with that, it was just players versus coaches. Man, I've been wanting to do that for a while too. So I actually didn't hit anybody. I'm not a very good, thrower. I'm not very good with my arms. So I was more just get the balls, dodge a little bit. I caught a couple. So I would say I was like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Were there any hits that really stuck out to you?
I mean, my trainer threw one at me and I caught it. That felt pretty good. So got him out. But no, there was nothing crazy, no headshots, and I actually allowed headshots too as the referee, so there was no headshots that I saw.
Who did you have to explain it to?
The whole team. That was just my job to intro what we were doing for stretching, and I don't know why he picked me, but I explained it, and we used to play a lot when I was a kid, so it was pretty fun.
Going back to LA, will you think of anything from conference finals, memories when you're walking in the arena a little bit? I know it's a special moment after Game 4. But.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that was a big, part of our championship run. So, no real memories that'll come back up. Obviously, you just want to take care of business, and we haven't played them in a long time. So, just I want to make sure we're locked in on what we need to be locked in on and get the win. It's going to be an emotional night for them too, and so it should be a fun game. But got to lock in and win the game.
To speak on Kobe. The night that you think it's, that'll be with the statue?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just the energy I think that's going to be in the building is going to be amazing. Obviously, there's 2 really good teams, and just to be able to play on that night is obviously an honor, and so it's going to be a very emotional night, and it's just something very cool to be a part of, and to be able to tell people you were a part of.
Do you have Kobe memory? Did you meet him? Did you ever?
No, I never met him. I don't have any real specific memories. Just watching the last game I think was cool, and then just seeing stories obviously. Is very special, but I never got to meet him. But I mean, I think watching his final game was amazing.
Christian, what's been the biggest challenge for you to improve in your role coming off the bench from a year ago when you were so vital?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm fortunate enough every night, to get an opportunity to go out there and play, for the number 1 team, defending champs. So I'm trying to go out there, affect the game the same way I affected the game, last year during our championship run. And, we've had a lot of different lineups. We've had a lot of different, people in that second unit, and I've been playing a lot with the second unit this year. So, there was times early in the year where I was called to score on a lot more and had the ball in my hands a lot more. And then recently, I've just been called to play defense, make the hustle plays. And, there's a lot of, there was parts early in the year I could have done better. There's parts I could do better now. But, just like I said, I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity, and they're giving me the opportunity to go out there and play for the best team in the NBA, every night. So I'm just trying to improve every single day, keep working, focus on winning, and, that's what we've been doing. So.
As you've gone through the highs and lows of the season, has there been a moment where you've tried to change your approach or thought about approaching anything differently?
No, we haven't had many lows. I mean, we've been winning. We're the number 1 team, or tied, I guess. But, we've been winning a lot, and that's what matters. And, when you win, I think that everybody gets rewarded, and that's how I've always been my whole career. So I'll never change my approach, ever. So I don't think we've had a low since I've been a Denver Nugget. So I'm not even going to act like there's a low.
Coach has talked about the meeting that you 2 had kind of the last couple days. What did that mean to you? What did you take away from kind of that one-on-one time with him?
Yeah, I mean, just getting to talk to him. I think we're always locked in on the same page. I don't think we're ever on a different page. Like I said, I'm going out, focused on winning, and there is an individual part to it. Talking about, different roles, and we talked about, what my role might have been at the beginning of the year, what it is now, and, my role is very similar to last year. If you really look at it, I play the same, type of minutes, the same spurts. And so my job is still the same. My job is to go out there and affect the game defensively, have energy. So it's good to just connect with him and talk about that. And, we looked back at, film from the finals and, just ways he, wants me to make more plays and do more things. And you obviously want a coach that always wants more from you. So it was cool to connect with him, just talk to him. And like I said, I'll never change my approach. And as long as we're winning, me and Coach Malone, go hand in hand with, as long as we're winning, we're both happy.
Can you tell if guys are trying to just get to the AllStar break, get some rest, a little tired?
No, I think this is a time where you want to steal games. I think that last night those teams lost, and I think there's a 4-way tie or whatever it is for first. So this is a time where you can't relax. You don't want to relax. You let other teams relax, and then you try to create a little separation. And if we could create a little separation going into AllStar break, that'd be ideal. So you don't want to relax. You want to make sure you stay healthy. Approach things the right way. But I think this is a great time for teams, especially good teams. We put a lot of emphasis last year on taking advantage of this time, and these last 4 games, you want to make sure you close it the right way.
What do you think you've improved defensively from last year to this year?
I think that my role is similar. I think that in flashes I've done things better, and in flashes I haven't done things as well. And I think that you also have to adjust to playing every night. This is a season where I've played every single game. I haven't missed anything. So that's another adjustment. Just come out and make sure I have that energy every single night. That's what got me here, and that's what's going to keep me here. And I know that. So coming out and having energy every night is just something that I try to do every game. But I think I could improve on that. But there's always going to be something you have to work through. And I think that I don't really worry about defense.
There was that stretch where Jamal was out and you were kind of operating as a backup one at times. How do you think that will benefit you in the long run?
Yeah, I didn't do that very often. I did it a couple games. And I think, like I said, early in the year, I think that different lineups for me call for different things. And I think that being able to adapt, that's something that has kept me here and got me to this point. So early on in the year when Reggie was starting, Jamal was out. I was asked to score more. I was have more opportunities in transition, more opportunities. With the ball in my hands. And I think that I scored some points. Had some games where I scored a lot, and that was early on in the season. And now, especially with Julian out more, we've had Reggie and Jamal in the second unit, which calls for me to more be fill the corner, fill my spots, get those guys open. So just different different lineups call for different things, and obviously each one of those lineups is going to teach me something different. I'm gonna have to adapt to something different, but I'm gonna have to learn my whole career through different things. So I think that everything that has been thrown at me has been a good learning experience. Just making sure that I'm doing the right things, and what got me here is what's going to keep me on the court.
With the challenge of being an everyday player this season, when are you feeling that most? Is it in games you're trying to battle through any heavy legs, or is it on off days in terms of treatment, that kind of stuff? What is sort of the biggest challenge of that for you?
Yeah, I would say that, like I said, I'm just fortunate to go out there and play every game. Like that's what I want to do. I want to contribute to winning. I want to do it every night. I want to be on the floor every night. So I'm very happy to be in that role. It's not something that I don't want. So you have to be better in the training room. You have to be better, with ice baths and things like that. But like I said, that's routine things that you figure out, as your career goes on. So I've learned that I need to be in the training room more. I need to do all the recovery stuff more. But like I said, man, I'm just excited to be out there contributing every night, and that's what I want. And I'm a guy that wants to play every single game. That's one of my goals. Is I don't ever want to miss a game. I don't ever want to miss a practice. And I haven't done that. So I've been very fortunate with that too. But I want to be out there for 82 games every single year. Just be available. I think that's sometimes that's really important. Just be available for your team.
Do you cut your own shirts?
Yeah, it's pretty straight. I don't actually know if I cut this one or not, but yeah, I'm not very good at it, clearly.
Super Bowl pick.
Oh man, you guys get me on this every year. I've learned you don't never bet against Pat. I've learned that. I've already said on camera that I'm not a Chiefs fan. I don't know how you bet against Pat, but I wouldn't be mad to see the 49ers win, to be honest. That's the best answer I can give you.
Pretty good. That's actually a great answer.